All right, everybody. I'm out in the garage here this morning. Hope everybody had a nice Christmas and got some nice hobby gifts from the big guy in red. We never got a chance to get Ruby out. Like I said on some of my other videos, my wife and I normally get Ruby out before Christmas hits and put our Santa hats on and go drive around some of our spots we like to drive to and just drive around. But the weather was just too bad, so we didn't make it out. But that doesn't mean that we still won't be getting around on good days. So. All right, guys. First thing up here, I kind of missed this one, got slipped between the cracks, but here's a Christmas card that I got in from Douglas, and I think that was over at Douglas Model Garage Videos. Douglas, if I got that wrong, please correct me, man. But Douglas, I'll tell you what, I really appreciate that. All right, let's get in. This video is going to be about my builds for 2023, and they're not in any particular order, just how I pulled them off the shelf. So let's take a look here. That's the 55 AMT's 55 Chevy Nomad back there. This was my rendition of it. That paint was the first time I used that. That was the Tester's Sunburst enamel. Man, I tell you, that came out pretty sharp. That was a pretty good one right there. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, this is that 59 El Camino, that AMT kit. I just thought this came out pretty cool. I kind of didn't really know when I started to build this whether I wanted to do it the way the box has got it done up there with the engine come out of the hood or not. But anyway, that's what I ended up going with, and I think that came out pretty cool. I really love the color combo on that, so that was a real good one right there. I like that. All right, let's move on. Okay, this was the Mobius kit, the 1964 Nova Chevy 2, the resto mod that they came out with. Boy, I tell you what, I liked that as soon as I saw it, and I think she just came out killer. I put those red line tires on it, so that was a killer build for the year. Really enjoyed this one here, fellas. This was a nice kit, really nice kit. Okay, let's go to the next one. This was the new release of the Revell 37 Ford pickup that I built. This one came out really cool. I believe this is the one that took second place in the first model car show I ever went to, where I entered some models in the show. I'm pretty sure this one here took second place. The 55 Chevy Nomad that I showed earlier, that one actually took third place in that same show. I forgot to mention that, so I thought I'd kick it in here, fellas. But this was a really nice build. That blue just came out phenomenal on this. That's a killer kit. All right, let's go to the next one, fellas. Guys, this was one of my favorite builds of 2023. This is the AMT kit, the 1950 Chevy pickup. And boy, I tell you what, that's got aftermarket wheels, aftermarket engine, the swamp cooler. I added those chrome strips to the fenders. This was just a really cool build for me. I just enjoyed this one. And it left all the badging off, made it a nice, clean, slick look. But that was a real good one there. Okay, next. All right, fellas, next up we got the Monogram 1950 Ford pickup. I had a lot of fun building this one. I got this kit, I think I got this in an auction on eBay. I was really wanting one of these, and finally got a hold of one, and boy, I think this one just turned out killer. I'm not going to do a lot of explanation on all of these builds, fellas, because I got videos on my YouTube channel that tell more in depth about each one. So I'm just trying to get through these to show y'all what I did for 2023. And that's that 50 Ford pickup. Nice looking. All right, let's move on. This was that 55 Chevy Cameo that I had built a long time ago. Then I didn't like how it came out, so it went back in the box. And when I actually bought and built this M2 kit, it came with extra wheels and tires and an engine, so man, I just thought it would look pretty cool on this one here. So that's what I did with all the spare parts off that M2 kit. That turned out pretty sharp. Guys, this is the AMT's 1937 Chevy Coupe Gasser. This was a kit that my buddy Roger actually gave me, and I decided to build this one as a little bit more up-to-date Gasser version instead of the old school style like that there. But boy, I think this just came out killer. And actually, this model here won first place over in Owensboro at my first car show I ever went to. I took first place with this build here. I was really proud of this one. And the paint job on this came out killer, and I just thought it was a super build. All right, let's go to the next one, fellas. Guys, I know y'all remember this one. This is that new release of AMT's 1934 Ford Coupe. And boy, look at that. I just decided to turn this into a drag car, and I just think it come out killer. Aftermarket engine supplied by the Iceman. J's wheels and tires. Just came out killer. I got that key from a buddy of mine, Roger. Man, that just turned out killer, I think. I think this was my best build of 2023. Okay, let's move on to the next, fellas. Guys, this was the AMT's Hot Wheels monster truck, and I actually modified this thing really good, and I put that 66 Chevy body up on top of it. So that took a whole lot of work, but I tell you what, I really had fun building this one. That took a whole lot of work right there, I'm telling you. But that was a cool one right there. All right, let's move on, fellas. This was a great build here. This is the 1956 Ford pickup, the Foose edition from Revell. And I kind of turned it into a Pro Street. I think that just came out killer. All aftermarket wheels and tires and the engine. Everything's pretty cool. I tubbed that out in the back with pill bottles. I think it turned out pretty cool. That was a good one right there, fellas. Now, fellas, I did put these two kits together. These are I got them over at Hobby Lobby. These are the M2 kits. Not much to them. Basically, you just assemble the wheels and tires, screw the engine together and screw the chassis on, and you're good to go. And I also built this one too. This 55 Chevy here. It's an M2 kit. So both of these were, and they're not really much to do, but they are considered kits. And those were put together in 2023 as well. So, all right, let's move on to the last one here, fellas. Okay, fellas, I know y'all remember this one. This is the Revell's 1941 Chevy pickup, and I turned it into a street rod. This was my last build for 2023, and boy, I tell you what, that German gray on this just came out super. I really dig this one. This was a really fun build. There's those tubs in the back I made out of pill bottles again. This was a super build, guys. I really enjoyed this one. I think it just came out awesome. All right, let's move on, fellas. All right, fellas, this was a group build that I got involved in, and it was the Eggplane group build by Charlie Mack. And this is the SR-71. This is a Hasegawa kit. And well, that's killer looking little thing. I just like these. I'm going to get in on the 2024 build too, because these are really cool. I just really like those. And fellas, I think if memory serves me correct, that's about all I did in 2023. I may have skipped one or two. I don't know. Just too many of them laying around. I can't get them all up here, but I think that's about it. And I had a fun time. And I tell you what, I'm hoping 2024 gives me some better results with all the practice I had going on in 2023. So, all right, fellas, I'm done.